And welcome back. Picking up where we left off last time in Factorio. We just got ahead and set up this red circuits to both do stack inserters, or what was called stack inserters, and they're called bulk inserters, I think. Yeah. And some blue splitters. Bunch of complaints, mostly for green circuits. What do I need to automate rail signals? Okay, train stops are a little more complicated. The rail signals should be easy enough to do. Steel. Trying to see if I can sneak them in somewhere without having to make it any longer. Well, here would work. Yeah, there would work. So let's put it there. Okay, one thing I should do over here is I should at some point actually run up wall and turrets and stuff to protect the line. Otherwise, this is quite likely to get attacked at some point. At least if it's running, it's likely to get attacked. So then the question is, do I want laser turrets defense? Could just copy and paste this design. Oh, that set. This set. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna have to do something a little bit more interesting around the... Whoops. Around the rail line here. I want to say something a little bit more interesting. It's gonna be pretty similar for parts of it. Quickly throwing up some block defenses. Okay, so that should be a good start. I just need to fill in the corners. And really, this is not super complicated. Oops. This is just something to write a monochrome of defense. As the location gets attacked. Okay, so one more corner, and then I just need to put the gates in. Probably make the gates a little bigger than they need to be. Just so there's some space to run through without getting hit by the train. Ah, it needs to be where it is. Straight. Of course it does. That'll make it easier over here. At least. Well, I say that and then realize I'm doing it right about where the corner is. Okay, with that, the train should be able to get into the station. Oh, of course, that's going to be a troublesome spot. Because it's all curve. Maybe I might just have to tolerate there being a vulnerability there. These poor turrets are going to be out in the cold if an attack force comes in, but that's better than no defenses. Okay, so now we're a bunch of gates short, bunch of turrets short. Do I not actually have gates? No, we got gates. Why are you missing entities for gates? There's gates in the system. No way did I think I assigned 52 gates. Or 62 gates. So my immediate guess is we probably just have a shortage of bots to deliver or something. Massive Rider, yeah, that should be running gates. And presumably because we're having... Oh, yeah, it just must be bots. It's not entities missing, it's bots missing. Though it might be entities missing on the turrets, that wouldn't surprise me. My ad hoc assembly machine for turrets here is not the most productive. So that would be a reasonable thing to try improving, is making more bots that way. Well, that's not a good sign. I thought that was enough to supply 4 belts worth, and apparently once we get it going, it isn't. Ah, we have power problems. Worse though, midday power problems. That's surprising. That is real surprising. Some somewhat easy solution to that, that's mainly just toss a bunch more solar panels down, but I'm surprised that is a problem at all. Where to toss these solar panels? Probably along the great eastward botnet thing here. Okay, I'll have to knock down more trees down if I want to keep going that way. Now the problem is probably that we're pulling too much power off the robots. Yeah, so we can see as the power's starting to recover, that's running better. And yeah, it is all the roboports eating all the power. Okay, and we are winning for iron demand over there. And of course, we had no power during the day, so the accumulators have no power during the night. So I suppose, now that I got the defenses up, while waiting for the power to recover, I should contemplate what I'm going to build next. And one thing to do is probably do more red circuits. So we make a little bit more productivity of various things. Complaining about no power. Really, we throttled the power so badly, we lost functionality on feeding the boilers. Okay, that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna go manually restart the boilers. Rather, the day is gonna get going enough that we get enough power from the solar panels to get it started. We'll see which happens first. Yeah, that's more power. Not enough to cover demand. Those are rewards. Okay, so now the boiler should be going at full speed. Still not enough to meet satisfaction. Yowzers. May have gotten a little over my heels with the power roboports then. This must be like the first time we've had all the robots out or something. I mean, it's getting better. There we go, so we got some accumulator charge. And to the degree that this can be complete, this is complete, so that's why we're not pulling as much. Part of the inefficiency was everything that was coming over here. Well, everything had to been hauled over here, is maybe another way to think about it. So the robots were flying and stopping and recharging, flying and stopping and recharging. Oh, and we're still using the steam engines at full bore. So this is the power of the boilers, right? So this is half full. Not because we didn't have the capacity to consume more steam, but because we don't have the capacity to make the steam. Because I set it up so the steam engines were actually also buffers, energy buffers. So we're behind on power. That's Partially a bad sign. Let's see if I can fix that. They're also probably slipping along and wondering why I took their delivery away, but that'll work out. Yeah, at some point I'll have to go look up the, Ah! It says it right there. Control-Shift, left-click to Superforce build a blueprint. Okay, let's do that. Control-Shift, left-click. Control-Shift, left-click. Okay, so we'll see that hopefully try to improve solar power. And we obviously don't have enough accumulator charge, because we didn't have enough boiler charge either, so we're gonna run out of power during the night. Doing it right. Construct more machines using robots than manually. Okay, so with that, we should also have more capacitor charge. Well, more capacitor charge storage. Whether it actually translates to more capacitor charge is a different question. Okay, yeah, so I think, well, in theory the power solution is fixed, or at least waiting on industry to build us solar panels. I think at this point we might actually be solar panel limited then, rather than not limited. Okay, where did I leave the solar panels? Did I re-queue up solar panels on this side yet? Yes. Yeah, okay, so we're basically waiting on solar panels for that expand, so let's think about building something else. And the most obvious thing to me, thing to build is replacing the, well, not replacing, but building a second red science here. So that the roboports get their own one, and the bulk considers and the splitters get their own. Which in theory is really easy to do. Alright, I need one more row of that. Gonna need basically that row. We can nicely align by doing that. And then it's just the process of bringing in the inputs. Doesn't use any iron. We have plastic, we have green. Copper, steel, and gears. So that will be steel. And then... oh no, that's the plastic one. So that's steel to gears. Okay, so copper's set up. Oh, I actually don't need the gears and steel because that was for that. Okay. We'll go away. We'll need that at some point, but we'll need those coming down at some point. Just not right now. Just not right now. Okay, so now I just need to get the plastic and the green coming over. Oh, because of course I do something weird like that. Spaghetti in the old one. Spaghetti in the old one requires some spaghetti in the new one. I'm just going to straight copy paste it. Okay, we'll see how that works. Should in theory provide more red, which we can redirect. Or, well, we're not necessarily redirecting it, I suppose. We're going to direct it up. And then you just turn in one of those. Right, some more red circuit. Next thing I'm thinking about, what else do I need built before we go to space? Basically, I should automate everything I've been previously building by hand. Which is actually an argument that I should probably automate building these chests. So I can have the bots build stuff. Yeah, the passive provider and Quester chest should be automated. So that's red and green. And a steel chest. Did automate steel chest production, didn't I? I'm not sure if I put it in a particularly smart spot. Yeah, we'll put it there. Oh wait, this is gonna be spaghetti. I'm gonna do some spaghetti. Okay, and then the only thing I need is actually the green, which we can also continue to follow the spaghetti with. By the magic that is spaghetti. All the passive writing and all the passive request, or all the active requesting I might want. And the bus is in with parts. And conveniently, everything is in except for the power because you forgot the whole thing is going to need power at some point. Okay, so as soon as power... Oh, and obviously we'll need an inserter to, you know, put the steel chests on the belt so that we have steel chests, yes. Did I automate accumulators? I think I automated... Yeah, we automated accumulators. Should probably go back and build a less spaghetti laser turret setup. That actually has properly fed batteries, maybe? Maybe. One day I might remember that. That doesn't require any red circuits, so that's actually pretty doable, other than the fact that it's basically an entire belt of batteries. Second... Well... No, it's an entire belt of batteries... Well, 20th of the belt of batteries, so that, okay, that's not that bad. Oh, so that's probably why the turrets haven't been feeling that slow to produce. Because they're not that slow to produce. I'm not actually battery throttled on them. I'd just be battery throttling my robot production if I was actually, you know, wanting my robots. There's a more advanced thing is, do I want to try going up to Assembly Machine 3 before I leave the planet? Make a lot of things faster. Would require speed modules too. It's a lot of blue science. A lot of blue science. But looking at the time, this is probably a good place to put in the cut. The ever increasing needs of inputs is going to start to become a thing as we start to scale up production for things like red and blue science. Well, red and blue circuits. Green's not that bad, but because red and blue use green, as we get those bigger, we're going to start eating and eating and eating all the inputs. And in fact, actually looking at this, we're maybe eating inputs faster than I'm inputting them. Is a thing I'm realizing. Yeah, we might be eating them faster than I'm inputting them. I may need to already be contemplating going and getting another iron expansion. Huh. That would be a problem. We haven't even finished properly gunning up the existing one. Do I have any... Well, it's not a particularly big one, but we've got a 3.2 mil down there. So I think that's what we're going to set up next. And that's probably going to be next time. So next time, tune in. We're going to do some turret expansion. Potentially power expansion too. We'll see. So I hope you've been enjoying this. If you're watching this on YouTube and/or Twitch, don't need to be saving. What am I saving? There will be another part up tomorrow if you're watching on YouTube, because I'm going to try to record 2 more parts tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a moment to drink some water and try to keep my throat clear before we go into the next part. So until the next part, hope you all enjoy. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.